Yeah, g'day. It's Stephen O'Keefe from Stephen O'Keefe Builders. Um, Today I want to talk to you about purchasing land. We often see um, some people have come to us and they've bought this block of land and they haven't got advice or anything when they bought it, and it really doesn't suit what they wanted to do with it. So I was going to step you through a couple of reasons why you should get good advice before you buy your land, and some of the issues we see, and some things we can do to get around them. So the first thing I'll talk about is the slope. So you've got your street level there, your footpath, and then the land goes up like that, and you potentially back fence there. So what you'll see some people will do is put a big retaining wall in there, and they cut all this out, and you build your house here. Sorry about my drawing. We can build them better than we can draw them. Yeah, so that's all very well and good. But you'll end up with this really, really flat, wet, dark backyard. So you've got afternoon sun up here, possibly. So all this is going to be in shade. A lot of people like to have a nice clothesline backyard. That's always going to be in shade. You'll never get your clothes dry. Kids want to play in the backyard. It's damp, it's wet, and it's dark. It's not really an ideal environment. The other one is we've got the other way. So we've got street level here. You block slopes down like that. There's your back fence. Some people will cut the block out like this. And I've seen some really bad examples of this in Warrnambool where they've done this, and so it's all very well and good. Build house here. There's the phone. So you've got your garage in the front of the house. So to get access to the garage now, you've got to have this really steep driveway. So you've got your car here. That's the little low sports model. And so basically to get over the footpath, you won't get the car down the driveway. So I've seen that happen a couple of times in Warrnambool, and really bad experience for the owners. The other thing we need to talk about is your soil testing, which it's always recommended to get a soil test on a block, because you can find various things underneath. You can find sand, you can find rock, you can just have nice topsoil. You can get into some really reactive clays also. So when I talk about clays, the soil test will pick up what we call the free swell in clay. So what happens is if you've got clays under your topsoil, so there's your topsoil, if you've got clays down underneath, what happens with clay when it gets wet, it actually swells, and when it dries out, it actually shrinks. So if you built your house in the winter time when the clays are really wet, so you've built your house up here, clays are really wet, and come summertime, the clays all shrink down, so you're going to get movement. So you'll see some houses around where you've got cracked brickwork, you've got internal cracking in plaster, You can have timber floors can be bouncy or springy because of the movement in those clays. So always a good idea to get a soil test, and sometimes depends on what they find. It could add a lot to the cost of the job. So the more clay, or the heavier the clay, the bigger your foundations or your design of your slab's got to be as well. So a good engineer will be able to do the soil test for you, and they can make recommendations as far as the best method to alleviate any soil problems. So the best advice I can give you is get a soil test, get someone in that knows what they're talking about to check your block, make sure it's suitable for what you've got in mind. Get a really good designer on board, someone that can actually that'll listen to you and understand you, and then also you need a good engineer on board as well, so someone that can do the soil test. If you're not sure, you're confused, give us a call. We can point you in the right direction. We can organise soil tests. We can organise a site assessment for you, and hopefully you will experience a really good build. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.